How do huge engineering teams work on the same code base and keep things well organized? They usually follow very strict rules and they agree on a software architecture. And guess what? You can easily apply the same approach with NestJS, regardless of the size of your team or the size of your application. I have researched clean architecture, domain-driven design, and consulted experts' articles to provide you with practical insight on how to start small and scale your application effortlessly. In this video, I will use a blog app as an example, and we will start with an extra small application and gradually grow it into a massive blogging platform. And as we scale our application, you'll see that the code remains simple and well organized. Let's say that you decide to build an extra small application just for your own usage, and it has one post module, it has endpoints to create, edit, and read your post, and you store your post in a database, so you might also need a configuration modules for things like the host or the database credentials. And you love your tiny app so much that you feel like you need to share it with other people. To grow from extra small to small, you add a users modules, a comments module, and with users in your application, you might also want to have an authentication module. You have a small app with a few modules, which is simple and easy to understand, but it's important to clarify that you have two types of modules in your app. Some modules are related to business domains and provide features for the end user, while others are more technical, so they address a technical concern, and this is perfectly normal and it's expected. But it's very important to keep that distinction in mind for later. So the key point when building modules is to ensure that they have a single concern. Some modules will focus on features or domains, while other modules focus on one developer's concern or one technical capability. So people are loving your small application and you are getting feature requests from all over the place, and this is a great opportunity to grow from small to medium-sized application. So for that, you hire product managers and new developers to help you out because you can't do all of it. But the first thing you have to do is to add a payment module because nothing is free and you need to pay those AWS bills anyway. So then after that, you can start adding new features, modules like reactions, media, etc. More developers adding more features also means more code. So you want to ensure that code is reused when possible, and all of these modules will share some common code, things like decorators, filters, guards, middleware, providers. Those things are usually shared across the entire application. So one solution is to create a common folder for all of those elements. You can maintain a flat structure for your modules, but you can also group related modules and create a module hierarchy. So you could consider that the auth and the users module belong together and put them under a core module, and you can even put a dev team in charge of that area. You can also apply the same logic to group comments, post, and reaction inside a blog module, and again assign a dedicated dev team to that area as well. So that's the beauty of modules in NestJS. It's quite easy to organize and refactor them, but ultimately you should group modules based on your business logic, the team organization, and domains. A helpful way to identify how to group modules is to think about what changes together. For example, if you want to add a role-based authentication, most of the changes will be located in the core module and they will only affect the users and the auth module. Thanks to your very well organized application, your teams are able to ship new features at a very high pace, users are loving your application, but your team and you are finding it hard to manage the daily operations. So you are considering building a separate admin panel application to help you out. You don't need to create and manage a brand new NestJS application project for that. Instead, you can create two separate applications within the same Nest project. So using the Nest CLI, you can convert your application into a workspace with multiple applications. For example, you can have a blog app and an admin app, and these apps are part of the same ecosystem, so they will share several components. And to share things across your project, you can add libraries. In these libraries, you can share entire modules, decorators, etc. Applications serve as a high-level abstraction layer, reusing modules in different contexts. So you will have the blog-related modules that are going to stay in the blog app. You'll have the admin-related modules that will stay in the admin app, but everything that is shared will be put inside the libraries. Now that you have your admin panel, your product managers understand your users even better, so they can experiment with new features on your app. And what started as an extra small application just for yourself is now becoming an amazing platform that supports innovative use cases. And all of that because you and your team have been following the modularization principles like real pros. And now you want to provide APIs for your mobile app, your web application, an internal app, and whatever else your product teams come up with. And at the same time, you want to keep adding new features such as notifications, user speeds, etc. So you're becoming like massive. You could continue to grow with this architecture and the same folder structure, but you could also decide to move to a distributed system and adopt a microservices architecture. Your existing application will be split into new NestJS sub-applications that can be deployed independently. For instance, you could have a web and a mobile blog gateways, a payment gateway that is used by both the web and the mobile application. You could have an admin gateway, and all of these gateways will be using underlying services like blog user service, admin user service, comment service, post service, reactions, notifications, etc. But all of those services can still use shared libraries, and that remains crucial, especially for shared contracts and all other common functionalities. The only issue is that none of this is actually possible to implement if you don't understand the key NestJS concepts. And you can watch this next video where I go through each NestJS key concept that allows you to build NestJS apps efficiently, but also navigate and understand any NestJS code base you come across.